this fellowship, we talk about generosity every single Sunday. But we talk about money once a year. So listen up, please. Listen up. Because today is that once a year. Some of you might even remember the discussion from last year because we had just welcomed our new minister, Kelly Clement. Kelly entered our lives with a top-level burst of energy, exactly as we had hoped for. She knew all our names within days, showed up at every meeting on our calendar to learn what we cared about, and she worked with the Sunday Services Committee to create wonderfully thoughtful and provocative services, with sermons enhanced by her theater background. If you've never seen Kelly break into song in the middle of a sermon, keep coming back because you will. Kelly joined two other outstanding staff members, Bradley and Dana. Of course, it didn't take her long to recognize the skill levels of these two and immediately upgraded their titles to reflect their levels of responsibility: Director of Congregational Operations and Director of Religious Education. Then, with board support and the blessings of this congregation, I like to think of all of us, she took the lead in filling two more positions to complete our vision, a long-held vision of staffing for growth. Madison, we just saw Madison, music coordinator and choir director, and Amanda is a membership and communications specialist. This is our dream team. 5 professionals who help our volunteers expand our reach, deepen our spiritual growth, and build the beloved community that is bringing new people to the fellowship every week. And my personal favorite, our staff is prepared to help us take steps toward the future, introduce us to new ideas. Just this week, I ran into Wayfinder, a newsletter from our national organization. The featured topic was the evolution of religious education, what it looks like, why it's critical, and how best to evaluate what we do as we change things. And my immediate response to myself was, whew, thank heavens we have a qualified staff to help us with challenges of the future, to help us think what we should be trying now. Now you think I'm going to talk about money. But first, I want to make sure that everyone knows how our pledge campaign runs. It will be conducted by email, as the last few years. The first message arrived in your inbox last Thursday. I hope a few of you noticed. It said, thank you. Thank you for what you've been doing, and thank you for what I'm confident you will continue to do. And then it reminded you that you are a sustaining giver, or it said, please become a sustaining giver, meaning your pledge, your promise to give a specific gift, traditionally for 1 year, continues into perpetuity. Is that the right word? Yeah. Okay. If you're a sustaining giver, but you can also change it at any time. It said you will receive another email on September 21st, today, asking you to make a financial commitment within 2 weeks. It asks you to consider a 10 to 15% increase in your giving, and in some cases, a specific dollar amount has been suggested. That part is a new feature, intended to be a gentle and friendly nudge toward your considering an increase. But as always, your decision on what to give is yours alone, and it remains confidential. We know that this is a year of financial uncertainty for some, maybe for many people, but we also know that a welcoming community that holds equity and pluralism and justice and generosity among its core values is a high demand place right now, and undoubtedly will be for some time to come. This is that place. We are that place. And as it turns out, money is a required ingredient. For me, this fellowship is irreplaceable. Some 14 years ago, Larry and I wandered in here on a cold and snowy Christmas Eve, new to Ames and looking for a non-Christmas kind of service. It was a small group that night, and there were candles and poetry and music, of course. and a UU spin on the traditional story. Such a long shot, don't you think? But we found just what we were looking for on our very first try. And now I want that to be an option for other people like me and like you who are searching for the right fit. I will do all that I can with my time and my skills and my passion and my money to make sure this exceptional community continues to thrive. And although I'm thinking this may be a risky spouse kind of statement, I think Larry's going to do the same thing. And I invite every one of you to join us in bringing your time and your skills, your dedication, and your financial commitment, because generosity is a game changer.